Good morning, class. Today we are going to learn our last chapter in physics, and the chapter name is energy. We all know what is energy. From here we will start the chapter. It is evident and demonstrable from history that man has been making and using tools since ancient times. Okay? Primitive man used scrapers, knives and needles made from the stones and bones of the animals. In modern times, we use such tools such as screwdriver, hammer, pliers. You can see here, these are the screwdrivers, these are the pliers which we use today. Okay. Hammers, pliers, utility knife with blades, adjustable wrench, lever. All these tools help us with our work. Work and energy. Work. What is work? Work is done when force acts on a body and moves the body through some distance. If there is no change in motion, example, suppose that if this is a table and if I apply force on it, the resultant force, the overall result will be the table will move from position A to position B. It is said to be work done. Clear? What is energy? Energy is the capacity to do work. Suppose that if I am pushing this pen and applying energy, this I am capable of pushing this pen, means I am applying energy to move this pen. The energy is the capacity to do work. It is a physical quantity whose magnitude can be measured. The SI unit of both work and energy is joule. I have already told you what is physical quantity, magnitude, in our previous chapter, denoted by the symbol J, and after the famous physicist who first found it, the name of the scientist was James Prescott Joule. What is energy? Energy is the capacity to do the work. It is a physical quantity whose magnitude can be measured. Now, what are chemical machines? A machine is a tool that can do work. It is a device which helps us to do work easily by applying less force and less energy. Suppose that if I take this and if I have to open any nut, I will apply little force and the nut will get open. Rather than if I have to open with our hand, I have to apply more force to open it. Machines can simple with a few or no moving parts or complex comprising two or more simple machines. Example, knife, a blade, a hammer, etc. A bicycle, a sewing machine and a hand pump are some examples of a complex machine. Now, what are the types of machines? First is lever. A lever is the simplest form of a machine. It is the rigid body, means very hard, or a metal rod or a wooden stick which acts as a lever. It rotates around a fixed point of support. This fixed point is called a fulcrum and is denoted or represented by the capital letter F. Suppose that this is the fulcrum. Okay, this is the load and effort I am applying from up. What will happen? This will come down and the load will lift up. The force applied to a lever is called effort. You can see in the diagram, I am applying force here, so this will be the effort. Then it is telling the point at which effort is applied is called the effort point. This is called the effort point and it is denoted by letter E. The distance between the fulcrum and the effort. The distance between the fulcrum and the effort is called Fe. Okay, means from fulcrum from here to here, distance is called Fe. It is called effort arm of the lever. The resistance overcome by a lever is called the load. The point at which this load act is called load point. Okay, this is the load point here, denoted by L. The distance between the fulcrum and the load, FL, is called the load arm of the lever. It is called the load arm. Suppose that if this is a diagram, the same diagram I have drawn here also. Load, I am applying effort here, and this will go like this. Suppose that this is right now at this position, but on applying force it will move like this, and the load will move up and effort is applied down. Example, opening a bottle, fulcrum is here, load is here, and effort is this side. Based on the positions of the load and the effort, levers are classified into three types: first class lever, second type lever, and third class lever. In this lever, the fulcrum F lies in between the effort. See, F lies in between. In the example is seesaw. Fulcrum is here, effort, I am applying effort here, fulcrum is here, and the load is here. In this lever, the fulcrum F lies in between the effort and the load L. Means fulcrum lies between load and E, effort. In class 2 lever or second type of lever, in this lever the load L is between the fulcrum and the effort. Example, load is between fulcrum and effort. Okay. Class 3 lever or a third type of lever. In this type of lever, the effort lies between the fulcrum and the load. Example of third class of lever are a stapler, a pair of tongs, a human arm, a broom, and a tweezer. What is an inclined plane? An inclined plane are seen in hospitals, airports, malls, railway stations instead of stairs. Such slopes or ramps are used for moving loads or wheelchairs. Such slopes or ramps are called inclined planes. Thick planks are used by laborers or men to load or unload heavy objects onto off trucks or railway wagons. Post offices, housing societies, and hospitals also have ramps for the movement of wheelchairs and loads. The roads on the hill are also constructed at an incline with gradual slopes like the famous Mall Road of Shimla. In the diagram you can see the ramp and inclined plane. To load and to unload the heavy objects, a ramp is built. Okay. Now a screw. A screw is a simple machine that works on the principle of an inclined plane. The grooves or threads of a screw are wound around the rod with a pointed tip. You can see here, around the rod with a pointed tip like a nail. The spiral grooves, these are the spiral grooves of the screw which are made by cutting the surface of the metal rod are called the threads. Okay, these are the threads of the screw. The pointed end is the tip here, and the flat end is the head of the screw. This is the head. It is easier to drive a screw into a block of a wood using a screwdriver than to hammer it. Because of better grip, screws bear larger loads. Example, a car jack, a vice word is used in screw. Vice means screw. Now what is a wedge? You can see this is a hammer, and when the hammer part, this is the metallic part, when it is applied pressure, force into the wood breaks into two parts from between. A small piece of wood or a metal which is thick at one end and the thin at the other end is called a wedge. When two inclined planes are joined together in the shape of a V, we get a wedge. Okay, like this. And when it is put in a wood with a force, the wood breaks from here. Clear? Wedges are often used by woodcutters or carpenters for cutting and splitting of the wood from between. Example are door stopper, knives, chisels, axes and needles. Now wheel and axle. You can see this is the wheel and this is the rod that is called as axle. This is a wheel. This is a axle here. Okay. And from here it is a wheel. The wheel and axle is one of the 6 types of simple machines which consist of a rounded wheel attached to an axle in such a manner that both parts rotate together to minimize friction. Example, in a door knob, the rounded knob acts as a wheel and the shaft extracting into the door represent the axle. This is the axle and this is a rod. Examples of wheel and axle are steering wheel of a vehicle, pedals of a bicycle, a screwdriver, a water tap and a wheelbarrows. Now pulleys. You can see the diagram. I am applying the effort here down, the load will go up. This is a pulley and this is a diagram of a single pulley. Okay, what is a pulley? A pulley is a simple machine made with a wheel and axle with a chain, a rope or a cord attached to it. This is a rope. Pulleys can change the direction of the load though the magnitude of the force remains the same. A pulley system saves effort. What is the advantage? A pulley system saves the effort when more than one pulley works together. Example, in the engine of a motor car, 3 pulleys are connected with the help of a rubber belt, making it easier to rotate. We don't know about the mechanism of the car. Okay, simple is cranes lifting heavy loads, and third point, curtains, blinds being lifted in houses and theaters. Many exercise equipments are used as pulleys to function. Many exercise equipments use pulleys to function. Okay, a cargo lift system, escalators and bulldozers use pulley systems. Okay, in the book you can see the diagram of the escalators here. Pulley also. Clear? Learn this topic also, only formulas. Okay, and all these formula. And the last thing which I want to tell after completion of the chapter and the syllabus in physics, chemistry and biology, learn all the exercises. Okay, do it also in your copy, diagrams also from all the chapters in physics, chemistry, bio, and also the amazing facts. Don't leave any topic from the book. Thank you, class.